What if I looked into your eyes and told you that this is the best mashed potatoes you've probably never had? Would you believe me? Would you? Come on, let's get started.
Todo queda sabroso.
So what exactly is causa? It's basically mashed potatoes that have been flavored with ají amarillo, and then it's layered with different fillings. Today I'll be doing a chicken salad, but you can do tuna, you could do ceviche, you could do crab. There's usually a layer of avocado. And this dish is typically served cold. I know what you're saying, cold mashed potatoes. Trust me, don't knock it until you try it. So causa is important to Peruvian cuisine because it highlights two of the country's most favorite ingredients. One is the potato. Did you know that there are over 5,000 variety of potatoes in Peru? How many of us can even name 5? And the other ingredient is Peru's famous yellow pepper, ají amarillo. Now, typically, you would use the papa amarillo, which is one of Peru's most popular potatoes, but it's hard to get here in the States. And so a good substitute is the Yukon Gold potato. And when it comes to the ají amarillo, that too can be hard to find fresh. However, there is a product that I stand by, I love, I've been using for years, and that is Inca's Food Ají Amarillo. This ají amarillo paste is super delicious. It's a little spicy, a little fruity, with tons of flavor. So one of the first things I want to do is I want to poach my chicken. I'll be using a chicken breast and I'll be poaching it in a flavorful liquid until it's tender enough where we can shred it with our hands. Okay, so in a pot, I'm going to add 1 chicken breast. And to that, I'm going to add about 2 cups of water, or enough so that it almost covers the chicken. I'm going to add some celery. And I'm just going to rough chop the celery, and I'm gonna add the celery to that. Also adding some carrots. I have here about 3 cloves of garlic. And then I'm adding that to the chicken. I'm gonna add about a couple pinches of salt just to flavor it. Right, I want my chicken to come out nice and flavorful. Then I'm going to place this on the stove and let it poach, which will take about 20 minutes. I also have some Yukon Gold potatoes that I rinsed, and I'm going to place them in a pot. I'm going to add enough water to cover. I'm going to add a little sprinkling of salt as well. And I'm going to cook this over medium-high heat until a knife can be inserted easily. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to prepare the filling ingredients. I have some scallions here, and I'm simply going to cut this on a bias thinly. I'm also going to be preparing a red onion. So I just want the hearts for now. And I'm simply going to mince this real fine dice. And also have some corn. It's summer and corn has been in abundance, so why not use it? I also made some rocoto flavored mayonnaise. Rocoto is another Peruvian pepper. You can get this from Inca's Food as well. And it's just going to give depth of flavor to our mayonnaise. You can use just regular mayonnaise, but I wanted to kick it up a notch. And so this will be our mayonnaise for our chicken salad. I'm also going to be adding onions on top. And so I'm just going to thinly slice it. This is the outer part. We use the heart for the chicken salad. So cut that nice and thin. Then I'm going to put it in some ice water. That is going to kind of reduce the pungency of the onion, but it's also going to keep those onions nice and crisp. Then later on, I'm going to mix it with cilantro and some Thai red chilies. Traditionally, ají limo is used, but again, that's hard to find. So I'm using Thai bird chilies. Okay, so now our chicken has been poached. I saved that poaching liquid because we can use it for stock, soups, for a number of things. So don't throw that away. But now that our chicken is properly cooked, just going to kind of shred it. And I just like to break it apart with my fork. Now I want to break it down just a little bit more, so I'm just going to run my knife across. If you notice, by poaching the chicken, it's not dry, it's actually moist, which is exactly what we want. We don't want dry chicken salad. Place it back in the bowl. Going to let that cool for about 5 to 10 minutes, then we'll dress it. Okay, so now our potatoes are cooked. I left the skin on because I really wanted less moisture in these potatoes. But after you boil them, the skin peels right off, as you can see. Definitely you want to peel them while they're still warm. That way it'll make it easier to peel. Okay, now that our potatoes are done, we are going to rice them. So I have my trusty ricer here. Again, this makes for super smooth potatoes, mashed potatoes. Just put my potato in there and then close it up, and then voila, the magic of the ricer. And so you have no lumps. Those potatoes come out super smooth. Add your next potato, continue. We're going to take that ají amarillo, and I'm going to add about 4 tablespoons of that ají amarillo. Also to that, I'm going to add a squeeze of lime. We're going to add some salt and a little drizzle of oil. You can use canola, grapeseed, olive oil, whatever you have on hand. Then we're just going to mix this up. As you can see, it's nice and smooth, that beautiful color. Now we're going to take this and place it in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes while we work on our chicken salad. Okay, we have our chicken shredded. We're going to add our corn, scallions, onions, rocoto mayo, a couple teaspoons. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt. Remember, we added salt to the chicken as it was cooking. Give that a quick taste. Perfect. Now let's assemble. Usually I would have a ring mold to assemble this, but I don't. So I just took this jar, put plastic wrap in it, and oiled it so that when we invert it, hopefully everything will come out. The first thing I want to do is add a layer of my ají amarillo mashed potatoes, and we're going to spread it out until it reaches the sides. Making sure that everything is nice and smooth, just like that. Then we're going to take our chicken salad that we made earlier, and we're going to add a layer of that, making sure that that reaches all the way to the sides as well, just like that. Next, we're going to add an avocado. That's going to add another layer to our causa. Make sure that that also touches the sides, right? Because you want to see that layer of avocado as well. Press down, make sure it's nice and snug. Then that last layer of the potatoes right on top, making sure to spread that out as well. Make sure everything's covered. Now for the moment of truth, let's invert it. I'm going to put the plate on top, invert it, with a quick tap. Voila. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at that. Last thing we want to do is hit it with some more of that rocoto aioli. And then last but not least, slivered red onions with the Thai chili peppers, cilantro, Hit it with some lime juice. And there you have it. Peruvian Causa with chicken salad. Oh, mama. Thanks for watching. If you really like this video, don't forget to like and share, and click that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all new content. And remember, food can look good, but if it doesn't taste good, then your cooking is in vain. So make it sabroso.